So we are live. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening from Lagos, Nigeria. Good evening. We are so pleased to host this third edition of Education Views and Opinion. And like we always say in our post, your views count, your opinions matter. So today we welcome you to another wonderful and scintillating edition of Education Views and Opinion. The topic for today's discussion or conversation is student-teachers relationship, setting boundaries that matters. Student-teachers relationship, setting boundaries that matters. Human beings, we are social beings, and because we are social beings, it means that we always interact with each other, we socialize. So in a educational setting, relationship exists in the school setting, be it university, be it in the university, be it in secondary school or in primary school. Different type of relationship exists in the school, in the educational institution.
I was like,
We
I will need
have
to park somewhere.
we have the teacher parent relationship, we have the parent school and school management relationship, we also have the relationship between teachers and students, and we have the relationship between students and the school management. So these relationships are important to ensure that the educational objectives and the learning outcome or the goals of the school are being achieved. But in today's edition of Education Views and Opinion, what we are going to center our conversation on is the students and teachers relationship. And this is a crucial aspect of the socialization in the school environment. Because for you to even learn, there ought to be an interaction, all right? In the classroom, the teacher interacts with the students, socialize with the students in order to impart learning. So student-teacher relationship is very, very important. And if harnessed properly, it can help improve learning outcomes. It can help improve the attainment of educational goals. So that is why student-teacher relationship is very, very important. And it is a relationship between teachers and their students in order to gain trust and respect from each other. The teacher comes to class, he teaches, the students listen, and they communicate with each other. They communicate with each other. Now, basically, what we are going to center our conversation on in today's conversation or today's edition of Education Views and Opinion is how to set boundaries that matter. Setting boundaries between in teachers student relationship is very important to ensure that the educational goals or objectives are met. Okay, now generally there are strategies for effective relationships. There are strategies for effective teacher and student relationship. As a teacher, you need to be your students cheerleader. You need to always encourage them. Okay, so the relationship between teachers and students should be one. It should be a mutual relationship, one in which the teacher acts as a coach to encourage and to support the students to do well in life. Also, this relationship should be one in which the teacher knows the learning needs of the students, not knowing what you're not supposed to know, but knowing because you are a teacher and you are employed to teach this particular set of students. So this relationship should allow you know their needs, to know their needs, their learning needs, to know the areas in which they want you to come to join to in which they want you to come in and help them. So now, seeing that we have established the fact that student-teacher relationship is essential for attaining educational goals and objectives. Student-teachers relationship is essential for attaining educational goals. Now, what should be done? What are the key challenges in maintaining healthy student-teachers relationship? Mrs. Chinaza Bukola. So, as usual today, I have with me Mrs. Chinaza Bukola. As usual, she's with me today, and we are going to hold a scintillating conversation around this topic we have today: student-teacher relationship, setting boundaries that matters. We have already established the fact that this relationship is necessary to ensure the attainment of educational goal, and this positive relationship ensures that the student is learning and developing to become a vital catalyst for change, positive change in the environment or in our society. So what can be the key challenges that teachers and students can face in maintaining a healthy student-teacher relationship? One of these challenges I would like to buttress on is socio-economic status, or what we call family background or financial status. So Mrs. Kupola, waiting for her to. Okay, so we're looking at the challenges. One of the challenges that we encounter in maintaining healthy student-teachers relationship. So I said socio-economic status of the student and the teacher. So can you help us light on that? Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Good
Hello.
afternoon. Welcome once again. It's a delight to, be talking about such a sensitive but yet a very important topic when it comes to the educational system as a whole. You know, okay. Talking about the socioeconomic factor as a challenge, as one of the key challenges in setting boundaries, I would say that students from disadvantaged backgrounds, they may seek extra emotional support. You understand? Like, if a child that's is having a child that is coming from a broken home. Are you getting me? A
Yes,
child that's coming from a broken home, living with just mom or dad, it will reflect on such a child. The attitude, the emotional well-being of that child would also be affected. So you
yes,
know that such a child coming from such a background may need extra emotional support. Are you getting me? And
yeah,
that could also, you know it could also play out on the emotions of an opposite sex teacher. Are you getting me?
yes, we are together.
Where a
Yeah,
teacher is asking what is going on. We know that most teachers that we have, or maybe few class teachers, even if they are not class teachers, just subject teachers, that are male teachers. Are you getting me? And
yeah,
those that are concerned, they'll be like, what is wrong with you? Are you okay? Or is there anything? You ask today, you ask tomorrow. Before you know, the closeness is there. Are you getting me? The closeness is there.
yeah, yeah,
That child, want to talk to someone. Oh, this teacher, I think this teacher always, we have students like that. They will tell you, this
yeah,
is my best teacher. Are you getting me? Why? And
yeah,
when you further investigate and you interrogate them, why is this person your best teacher? Because he listens to me, she listens to me, she's the only one. I love the way she talks to me. I love the way. Are you getting me? Now that child is
Yeah,
relying emotionally on that particular teacher. So I think students from disadvantaged backgrounds, they may seek extra emotional support. And the teachers, they may feel pressure to, go beyond, in quotes, that go beyond. Are you getting me? They may go beyond to
yes,
help. They may go beyond
yeah,
to help. And some, they'll just do that with, nothing attached. While some, they'll see it as an advantage. Although they may not even have anything in mind, but it just develop because we have these feelings in us. We are humans. It starts developing. Are you getting me?
yeah,
It starts from somewhere. Before you know that, likeness. Oh, this person you are supposed. Oh, I've not even seen this person today. How are you? You go and check. Okay, see me after the class. How are you? How is today? Oh, thank you for talking to me yesterday. I feel better now. Oh, see, ever since the child will start seeking the attention of that particular teacher. Are you getting me? So
yeah,
teachers themselves, they feel pressure to go beyond, to help. And again, unequal access to technology can also blur digital boundaries. Like now, we say, okay, you don't have to speak to anybody. We'll only go through phone. Are you getting me? Social media and
yeah,
all that. A situation whereby they don't have such means. The only means you have is a physical contact you have between the teacher and the child. This can also affect the setting boundaries. Are you getting me? And I would like
yes,
to
yes,
also add that the risk of dependence or blood roles, the risk of dependence, I think teachers, we know we know why we are there as teachers, but we should also understand our roles as teachers. Our role there is to guide these children, to direct them. Are you
mm-hmm.
getting me? We are
Yeah,
not counselors, in as much as they used to, there's this,
yes,
these sayings they used to tell us now. We always know, they say, the teachers are the first doctors. Fine. A male teacher, what is your business with a child that is, are you seeing your period? I've had situations like that. A child, a female student feels so safe to the extent of telling a teacher about her period. Are you getting me? So you are sending
yeah,
a signal to the brain. You're sending a signal to the brain. So that risk of dependence and blood roles, you should know your role as a teacher. When you know that some things are beyond you, are you getting me?
yeah,
You retrieve, or it's better you can refer such child. Are you getting me? To a female teacher
yes,
or to the school authority, so that you also be free from whatever may be the outcome later on that you yourself you did not
hello,
even plan for. Are you getting me? So I think we also speak about that, channeling structure, where reporting structure and all that, where to report to women. Are you getting me? I think we'll
yes,
also talk
yes,
about that as we go on. So like that, economic hardship can also influence teacher student dynamics. I think you even
yeah,
mentioned that when a child
yeah,
comes from a rich background, you see the teachers, the longer throat ones, they begin to
yeah,
draw closer to that teacher. I mean, students, with the aim of getting close to the parents. I know some teachers, that child must always bring something for them. Are you getting me? That child must always bring
yes,
something for them. And this child, they have this child must always bring chocolate. Maybe it's a child that travels out. So that kind of a thing, economic challenge and hardship can also make, teacher, they lose their self-respect and dignity. And
yes, exactly.
they don't know how to set boundaries too. So I will stop that. I will stop at that for other
Okay.
for that this thing.
All right. Thank you so much. Social economic status or background or
Yes.
position, is one of the key challenges in building a healthy student-teachers relationship. So on the flip side, which you started talking about, if you have a student who is from a rich home, and you have teachers, of course, most of the kids in big schools, they are quite very, very, their parents are quite rich. All right, so sometimes because of seeking favor, a teacher may not appropriate the right discipline to a student. Maybe in class, you just allow the guest excesses, or indulge the student, just because you are looking for, like you said, looking for favor from the family. But does not cumulate into other, that does not create a healthy relationship. Because in a student-teacher relationship, the role of a teacher is more than teaching academics. The teacher is to guide, is to mentor. So if the teacher is always indulging the excesses of a particular student because that student is from a financially blessed family, and probably he has been taking one or two things from them, it makes the teacher biased. You understand? You have, so maybe even in marking, you see bias, discrimination in marking. So this one, you just give a mark or give a mark because you guys, or because of what the teacher wants to gain from the teacher, wants to gain from the student. So that does not help in building a healthy student-teacher relationship. Another challenge to building a healthy teacher relationship is also school policies. In a school where teachers are blamed for everything, a child doesn't do well in a test, doesn't do well in an examination, the school blames the teacher. And the child does not write notes, the school management blames the teacher. The child does not do his assignments, everything is just disorganized, every blame goes to the teacher. In that situation, there's no how the teacher will be able to fulfill his role fully in
Of course.
that student teacher relationship.
Yeah,
Because
you're right.
it's not be like as if it like a what do you call it now, is it commercialic relationship in which the teacher, or let's say parasitic, in which the teacher is always giving and giving and giving and giving, doing everything he can, but in the end there's no praise, there's no well done, you're doing well. Or at least if the student is not behaving well, the school management ought to come in and intervene in that situation, not just pushing all the blame to the teacher. So if that happens, if all the blame is on the teacher, the student did not do well, the teacher, this one is on the teacher, it will not allow room for the teacher and the student to build a healthy relationship. That's
Of
the
course.
emphasis. The relationship should be healthy so that educational goals will be attained. Because
Yeah.
in the class, that is where everything happens in the classroom.
The classroom,
If the
yes.
teacher and the students are in a healthy, positive relationship, and the teacher is delivering the
Both
content, the
sides.
students are listening,
Yeah.
and they are doing their own work. I made a post earlier today. I said a student's success relies greatly on two factors. One is the teacher's competence. The other one is the student's cooperation. When the teacher teaches and the child is cooperating by studying on his own, listening, paying attention, and seeking for help when needed, there's no how both of them will not achieve greatness. So it's a two side, is a like a covenant, something that both parties must
Yeah,
be
two
ready to.
ways. Yes.
Yes, yeah, two way, thank you, to abide by, to play by the book, to adhere to the rules, to ensure that a healthy teacher relationship is created. So the relationship between a teacher, the relationship between a teacher and a student is very crucial to educational experience. A positive and a supportive relationship can foster academic success, which I've been saying, personal growth. A teacher is not only there to teach the child, a teacher is there to also coach and mentor the child, and it's also emotional well-being. But like you said previously, for the emotional well-being, there need to be a boundary, because there are some things that a male teacher should not be discussing with a female teacher. We have to be clear about it. Okay, there are some aspects. I remember there's something that happened, and I was really encouraged by what the male teacher did, and really encouraged me. And I said, this is how it ought to be. So a healthy relationship will foster good emotional well-being, mental health for the students. And now let's go now to the climate of this discussion for today. Setting boundaries. Setting boundaries that matters. Setting boundaries. So one of the reasons. So Mrs. Popola, can you share more light on why boundaries matter in student teachers relationship.
Okay. Um, Setting healthy boundaries in student-teacher relationships is essential for maintaining professionalism, mutual
Mhm.
respect, and a safe learning environment, just like you
Yeah,
stated earlier on. So why these boundaries? Why do we need to set boundaries in the first place? Why these boundaries? To promote respect and professionalism.
yeah,
So setting these boundaries will ensure interactions remain appropriate and goal
yeah,
oriented. You've said it already. Why are we here?
yeah,
Goal oriented. The main reason why we're in school, like you said about the classroom, learning begins from the classroom. It doesn't end there anyway. And we also spoke about roles, the roles of a teacher, the
yeah,
appropriate interactions that should happen between a student and a teacher should be goal
yeah,
oriented. And we know why we're in school.
yeah,
We know why the educational
yeah.
system and the structure. We know why.
Mm-hmm.
We know the goal and the reason why we're in school. So you should
Mm-hmm.
know why you are there, and you ensure that your interactions remain in that setting. So,
Exactly.
so that is why these boundaries should be set or needs to be set to promote
Yeah.
respect and professionalism
Yes.
for both people.
Mm.
The way you want respect from the students also respecting the students. You said it is both ways too.
Yeah,
Another
yeah,
importance of boundaries is to promote to protect both parties. You know, to reduce
yes.
the risk of misunderstandings,
Mm-hmm.
favoritism, or
Yeah.
inappropriate behavior. I think we've even highlighted most of these ones. And again, to support academic integrity. Are
Hello?
you getting me? Yeah, because when we know our roles as
Hello?
teachers, hello, can you hear me? Can I go
Hello?
on?
Okay,
Yeah, I'm with you. Can I go on? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
thank you,
Hello?
Mrs. Yeah, yeah, we're together. Okay.
Okay, okay. Okay, you can go
So
on.
please, no, please continue. You are saying something.
Okay, okay, okay. So I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, to protect both parties, that's the teacher and the students. Yes, when we set boundaries, it reduces the risk of misunderstandings.
Yes,
It reduces
thank you. Yes,
and
exactly.
favoritism or inappropriate behavior. And you don't
Yeah.
sense a particular behavior as wrong. You should be able to understand that, okay, this is where this person is coming from, this is the angle,
Mm-hmm.
and this is what this. You should be able to sense inappropriate behavior, even from the students. Sometimes it's not just
Mm.
from the teachers.
Yeah.
Sometimes from the students, they send signals, inappropriate behaviors from the students. So, and again, to support academic integrity, when we set
Exactly.
boundaries, we have clearer roles. And these clear
Thank
roles,
you.
they help maintain focus on learning and growth. That is the main focus in school in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So anything going outside the box, one should be able to sense that this is inappropriate and this is appropriate in a school environment. Okay,
You're
with that,
right.
I'll just want to link that with the types of boundaries. Can I go on? I should hold on.
Okay, I would like to add some things to what you said.
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, so just to buttress on what you said and to add voice and support what you said so far, setting boundaries help the teachers to create a safe and respectful learning environment. You know, in a situation where the relationship between a teacher and a student has been compromised, the teacher cannot be able to create a respectable learning environment. He will not be able to create a respectful learning environment. It's either the students are just misbehaving because they know something which they should not know. Okay, so when boundaries are set, they are necessary so that the teacher can create a safe and respectful learning environment where every child does not feel discriminated.
Yes.
Every child feels valued, feels loved, feels
Yeah.
supported, and feels protected.
Yeah.
Because if the teacher is in a healthy relationship with all the students, he will treat each of them equally. He will not
Yeah.
favor one over. He will not look at their economic background. He won't look at their cultural background. He will not look at even their maybe this one is not that intelligent, this one is very brilliant, and this one because this one is so smart. I prefer this one. No, he will treat every student equally, and when he's teaching, he will see every student. What I mean by that is that not just teaching a group, but meeting the needs of each child. Meeting the needs of each child.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a
Because the
question.
children will
Okay,
know.
go on. Yes, I have a question, sir. Go on. And that one, I have a question, sir. Go on. Not that if one student asks question, he will answer. The
You
other one
listen to some people,
asks, he will
don't
not
listen to
answer.
others.
No.
Yes.
So a good, healthy relationship ensures that the students are valued, they feel, because it is not what you say, it is how you make people feel. They feel valued, they feel supported, they feel protected. And this is very important. If you want to teach students, that students those students must feel safe, must feel supported, must have this feeling that, oh, this teacher is supporting me, loves me, you understand, or cares about my academic work and everything. And it will make that student, those students will be eager to always learn from the teachers. Okay, so we're going to look at how teachers can set boundaries that matters. So I'll just highlight some points, and Mrs. Upola will add voice to that. Okay. So how can teachers set boundaries that matters? First, they have to establish clear communication channel. How do teachers communicate? Maybe they want to send, some school they use Google Classroom, they want to send information to the teachers, to the students. So there should be clear communication channel. How do they communicate in class? Basically, in class, what we have is oral communication, where the teacher teaches with his voice, demonstrates if it's practical, and also students can also be asked to also give explanation uh, in class and also how teachers also communicate with their parents, with parents of their students, is also very important. Okay. And also, during communication, teachers should ensure they maintain high standard of professionalism. The teaching profession, this teaching career is a profession, and it's a pity that most teachers were not seeing this thing. It's a profession, just like how doctors, that's their profession. Nurses, nursing profession. Medical profession. Engineering profession. The teaching career is a profession also, and every teacher in this field should carry themselves, should conduct themselves with high professionalism. Don't be seeking for unnecessary favor. God will bless you. God will bless you. So don't seek for unnecessary favor that will make you not to be able to carry out your role effectively as a teacher, as a coach, and as a mentor. So, Mrs. Kupola, please throw more light on this. How can teachers set effective boundaries that matter?
Okay, ma'am. You've said it all. Just to, buttress on some points. Okay. As teachers, we are examples. We are modeling what we want these children to become in a way. If we want them to act in a particular way that we want, we have to model that
Hello, are you
lifestyle.
there?
Yes, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So I said, as teachers, we pose as examples to these children. They are like their models. The only way we can imbibe some attitudes in them, or make them do certain things or act in certain ways, is by modeling what we want them to be, or modeling that thing in particular. So by modeling respectful and balanced behavior, teachers can show students how to set boundaries in their own lives too.
Yes.
We have to model it. This is how we don't have to, why can't you be respectful? Why are you talking? Some students talk back at their teacher. Either they do it in a sarcastic way or they in a playful manner. Are you getting me? For them to even have,
Yes,
sometimes when I look at students, the way they talk to their teachers, I say, even if this is a play, they have to be, we have limits. There should be limits to some things. How can you be telling a child, sit down, and the child is telling you, the child will be looking at you in a particular way, and you as a teacher, you'll be like, you have started again. Maybe you will not hear what, you are the only one. Why must it be that particular person? So the person knows that you can tolerate such. Maybe something has gone wrong. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
You mentioned something like, when maybe the child knows something that he or she is not supposed to know, and with that, the teacher has no right over that child again. The child misbehaves.
Correct the child.
To even correct the child. Even correct the child. There was a day I had to enter in a classroom. I had to tell the girl, sit properly. I have to tell her, sit properly. So, and the teacher was like, somebody I've been talking to since. She's even supposed to go down. They're having a class in the other class. She's supposed to go down. I was not like, why are you here? Like, what is bringing that this thing, the effrontery? So I've been talking to her since she refused. Others have gone. I was like, wow. So why are you here? And immediately I told her, she left. So why was she in the class? Meaning that she doesn't regard that teacher. Like, how? A primary school girl.
That something is wrong. If others have gone and she's there, there's a problem.
Yes.
There's a problem.
So that's it. That's, by the way, about modeling respectful behavior as teachers and maintaining a balanced behavior too. We can also, it's equally important to also manage emotional involvement. I've mentioned it before. When a female lady student is coming to you too much, and you're already feeling something, the brain is sending signal, a very wrong signal. And you say, this thing, you can refer the child. I've said it countless times. Forget that this child is in my class. Forget it. It will help you in future. So that we don't start combining stories. Oh, is that what happened that day? That is not today, or that was not that day. No. You can refer that child. You can speak to the authority. Okay, this is what I observed. We have that. We've had situations like that where teachers will come and say, I think this child is passing through this. We'll refer that child to whatever quarters. So it must not be you. So I think it's important that we also manage that emotional involvement aspect. Are you getting me? Caring does not mean that you should cross your personal lines.
Yes, and that's why
being caring, you should not pass your personal lines. Teachers should know when to refer students to counselors. We have counselors. It may not be counselor, it may be a particular teacher. Let's put heads together. What is going on? We have support staff too. Rather than trying to solve every issue by yourself, at the end of the day, you land into, I didn't know that this is where this thing will lead me to. You won't know. So we should also help, because at the end of the day, you mentioned it, there are some schools that will not stand up for the teacher. You're on your own. And they will ask you, who did you tell?
Who did you tell?
Did
you escalate?
Yes. So we should also create consistent routines. That one will also help. It will help reinforce boundaries, all these boundaries. When you create a consistent routine, your yes is your yes. Like that one I was telling you about, that child that refused to go down. When it's time for this, let it be time for that. Nothing. Do not compromise your routine in a class. And these students are very funny. They test a lot. They test patients. They want to see. That's like this. She will not do anything. He will not do. That's why we say he will flog us. He will not flog us. Now they don't flog in schools. He said he will discipline us. He will not discipline us.
So don't talk about a discipline
Something,
measure that you know you will not follow
yes, that
through.
you will not be able to carry out.
It's based on
Let them know that once
saying
the teacher says this, your
yes.
head's on your table.
Then
Rest.
he said
If
we're
you
going
don't
to
do this,
discipline us, we're going to
they
wash
will do
plates. In
it.
the end, we do not wash
Yes.
plates. So what's happening? And they will not even listen or even respect that teacher in class. So when we are
Yes.
establishing rules, we should ensure that those rules, when they are broken, the penalty for them should be administered.
Yes.
That
So
is it.
with that, the children will also they will know that, oh, she means this thing, he means this thing. She's actually Mrs. This is actually going to do it. Mrs. Popola has said it. This is what will happen. They will be telling themselves, they'll be telling each other, if you do this, this is what will happen. They themselves, boundaries. You set that boundaries during office hours, during class hours. This is what you do. If you don't do your homework, there should be homework policies. And you should also use the school approved
Mrs.
platforms for
Popola?
messaging too. We have approved school platforms. Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Did you remove anything from my bag? I'm looking for my
Yeah,
smartphone.
we are together.
Okay, I was
We are
saying
still
something
together.
about the teachers should also try using the school approved platforms for messaging. If you are in a
Yeah.
group,
That's clear communication now. Yeah.
yes, clear communication. I've taught in a school whereby you cannot have the parents' number, and the parents cannot have the teacher's number. Yes. And I've also been in a school that when you come to the school, the first thing as a parent, you must get the number of that
The
teacher.
teacher, yeah, the teacher's number.
So
So it depends on the
yes, so
school policy. The
yes,
school
that's what I'm
policy.
saying. They approved. You should have the yes. That's why I stated it. I said school approved platforms for messaging. You should
Yeah.
that you've said it, the clear communication. Whom do you communicate to? I think that will also help in setting boundaries. So that's just it.
Yeah.
Teachers, we can actually set meaningful boundaries. We should be proactive and intentional. We should be proactive.
Yeah.
You said it before that professionalism. They should know that this is a profession. Just the
Yeah.
way other professions, they have disciplinary measures.
Yeah.
They have
Exactly.
boundaries. You
No
know,
boundaries.
I went to a school and I saw a teacher fighting. The teacher slapped and students were watching. Now, such a person, can you come to the? How can you
Come on.
instill
Be a model.
discipline? How can
Yes,
you
to
be
your
a model?
students.
That's what I'm saying. That you have
When
to be
you
intentional about something. The students were
yes.
looking. As a parent, I was there. The teacher was fighting. He slapped someone, and the students were looking with excitement. You're already having models. There are people that follow. This is what I want to do, and how can you instill discipline in such children? So I think
Discipline.
we teachers, that professionalism, we should take this thing as a profession. I think when we take it as profession, I don't think setting boundaries should be an issue. I don't think setting boundaries should be an issue. Everybody should watch their head. Watch their head and protect yourself. Once you know
Yes,
that
yes,
it's difficult, you cannot carry. You should set boundaries for it. I don't think it's
yes,
difficult. If you are
yes,
intentional and proactive, it should not be difficult. Communication is
yes.
key, like they say, but you should
Yeah.
go through the right quarters so that your
Yeah.
communication can be clear. You will not be saying
Yes.
something and I'm hearing something else. We should be
Also,
on the
so
same
that
page.
teachers will also ensure that they are mindful in their relationship with the students to avoid
Yes,
behavior that could be perceived as overly
of
familiar,
course.
intrusive. There's a way a teacher can be asking a student, it could even be a male or female teacher, and the
Yes,
student will be like, what is your own? Like, you'll be having that feeling that you want to know, what do you want to know? Why are you asking this question?
these
Whether
questions. Yeah,
male teacher, our relationship, our conversation, we should avoid behaviors that the student will perceive to be intrusive. Why do you want
yes,
to know? Why you sometimes it's like over poke nose. Okay, so the child is your student. It doesn't mean that you have to know everything about that child. It
yes.
doesn't mean asking questions that are not even necessary. We even
Yes.
water the teacher down in the student eye. What did you eat today? Sure. Your
Inappropriate
father has it
talks.
father has it
Uh,
traveled. Your mother is at
yes.
home. It's not. It does not contribute, except the teacher knows the family maybe before. But if they just met themselves in school, we have to be careful the way we speak to students. Because it is what you lay down. The foundation of what you lay down is that the students will follow you on.
Of course.
They'll follow you on. So if they look at this teacher is principal, though she's lively, she's jovial, she can joke with us, but this aspect, no go area. And it helps
Of course.
everyone in the school environment. Also, the school also has to support teachers also. The school also has a role to play, the school management, in supporting teacher, in
Of
promoting a
course.
culture where the teachers are
Yes.
respected, irrespective of their financial status. The teachers
Of
should be
course.
given their respect, and parents should also respect teachers, so that because
Yes.
I,
That one is
I wrote something
another angle.
in my unpublished book. When teachers, either have written as a post, if a parent is always insulting a teacher in the presence of his child or her child, so how do you now want that child to respect the teacher? How? How? And that's why teachers too should not be seeking for favor. You see parents every time, you got me, and that is unnecessary, because kind of water you down in their sight. Shouldn't be seeking for unnecessary favor. Every time you're always calling, oh, this and that, this and that. Kilo de, what are you looking for? Because this profession is a noble one, so we have to uphold the dignity of the teaching profession. I think that's one of the reasons for I think TLCN is to inculcate, so for teachers to understand and uphold the dignity of this teaching profession. And when we are able to realize this, it will really help in the long run to ensuring that the relationship between teachers and students, not only teachers and students, relationship between the teachers and the parents is healthy, is mutual, is healthy, and will increase the attainment of educational goals. Schools and schools can also support teachers in establishing and maintaining boundaries by providing training on boundary setting, promoting a culture of respect and professionalism, and encouraging teachers to prioritize their own well-being also. And parents can also support healthy teacher-student relationship by respecting boundaries, not calling a teacher at 1 a.m. except it is very urgent, communicating effectively with teachers, and promoting a positive and respectful attitude towards educators. Parents should also have a positive attitude towards teachers. Mr. Popola, are you there with me? Parents should also have a positive.
I'm with you, man.
Yeah, parents should also have a positive attitude towards teachers. Like I said previously, if a parent is always undermining a teacher in the presence of the student, which is his child or her child, you don't expect that child to even respect that teacher.
At all,
It's
at
not
all.
possible. So parents also have a role to play in ensuring a healthy relationship between the students and the teachers. Respect the teacher. Give them the way you can correct them. Not just barging into the school and start shouting, doing this. No, it will not help, because it won't help the situation. When the learning is going on, it is between the teachers and the students. If they have
Yes.
a healthy relationship, learning will take place. It's not rocket science. If the teacher and the students have a healthy, positive relationship, learning will be easy. So there are
Of
many
course.
aspects of this learning success. It's not only the teacher can teach well or the student is brilliant. The relationship must be healthy to ensure that learning actually takes place in the class, not just students are just listening. Okay, you'll be talking now. Who is this? But if they have a healthy relationship and the teacher has also set boundaries, the student are also complying, learning will definitely take place. It will take place. So we're going to wrap up very soon. Mrs. Pupola, do you have any thing to say to summarize all what we'll be saying today? It's already past 5.
Okay. I want to say that I'll wrap up by saying that when it comes to academics, when it comes to the
Yeah.
school setting, it is not a one-man mopo structure. It has
Yes.
to do with the teacher, the
Yeah.
school, the management. It has to do with the
Exactly.
parents and the
Yeah.
students. Everybody is involved and everybody has their different roles. And when these different roles are being played respectfully, everybody plays their roles, everyone will thrive. Our goals will be achieved. The main aim why we're in the system in the first place will be achieved. Everything will
Are you
go
there?
on smoothly. Yes, I'm with you, Ma. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes. Yes, I
Yes.
can. Yes, I
So
can.
when everybody, like I said, clearer roles, you know your role. You know your role. Everybody plays their part.
Yeah.
You bring your beats, I bring my beats. We put it together. We create a beautiful piece. So that is how it is. If everybody plays their part, we will thrive. We will thrive. We'll have a safe environment. We'll have a conducive environment for everyone to learn. And boundaries won't be difficult. Boundaries
Yeah.
won't be difficult. You know what to say at the right time. You know the channel to go to at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't think it will be difficult. So we should know that a healthy
Yes. No.
student-teacher relationship is rooted in mutual trust and respect. Teachers should be
Yeah.
consistent and fair in their actions, treating all students equally and avoiding favoritism. And we should remember the key thing, which is professionalism. Which is professionalism. We are not saying you should not be friendly. We are not saying you should not care for any child. Being friendly is fine, quite all right, but always within the context of a respectful academic relationship. Open communication, I will continue to lament on that. Open communication, open, not hidden communication. Open communication is encouraged, but it should remain appropriate because irrespective of whatever we want to do, want to be professional and all that, these students should also feel safe asking us questions. They should feel safe expressing their concerns. Are you getting me? They should feel safe expressing their concerns and asking us questions, but within healthy limits. Boundaries must be clear and consistently upheld. And it's important to recognize each student's individual needs without overstepping our boundaries. So I'll end with that.
Mrs. Pupola, are you there?
Yes, ma, I'm there.
Are you there?
Yes, ma. Yes, ma, I'm here.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
So
I've
please,
rounded up a long time ago. It's like you are
okay, I
not
think
hearing.
my net, yeah, probably my network. Thank you so
Yeah,
much. I appreciate you. Thank you. So, there we have it. Healthy relationship between teachers and their students is very important for the achievement of educational goals. All right,
yeah.
and everyone is and everyone has a role to
Is
play.
involved.
The teacher,
Yes.
the student, the parent, the school management, and the school owners, everyone has a great role to play. Because when there is a healthy relationship between the teachers and the students, in doing classroom delivery of content, everything will go well. Learning will surely take place.
Be effective.
Because students
Yes.
are in school to learn. They are in school to learn. That is the major reason why school, apart from
Yeah.
other services that the school offers, the major reason why students are in school is to learn, is to achieve academic success. Then we now have other extras, sports, every other thing, but majorly it is to learn and be prepared to be a vital catalyst in the society. So thank you so much, everyone. We appreciate you. And it is a wrap. So we expect to see you in our next edition in 2 weeks' time by the
Yeah.
grace of God. So we'll
Yeah.
see you in our next edition. Thank you so much. And if you're watching this video after the live, please drop a comment. Drop a comment, share with your friends, and also share with others and drop a comment, and also tell us what conversation, what topic you also want us to discuss on, also bothering you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mrs. Pupola. And thank you,
Hi, no
Mrs. Blessings.
problem.
Mrs.
All right.
Yeah. Please take care.
Next
Thank you so
time.
much. So bye for
Bye.
now. And that's a wrap, everyone. Bye-bye.